Alright, welcome everybody. My name is Eltimar and we are going to be doing a Let's Play of Harvester. This game was requested, so I decided to try and do it. It's already got a relatively creepy start. We have a bunch of things to examine. I guess this is a point-and-click adventure type game, but hey, holy crap, I can punch! Oh yeah. I don't know why that's amusing to me, but the dresser drawer is unlocked. Okay, well then, open it. A 25-cent piece dated 1952. How do I take it? Did I get it? Okay. Chew marks are visible on the end of this ballpoint pen. Oh, I'll take that too. And anything else? As of yet, the future isn't so bright, so I can't take my sunglasses. That's okay. How do I get back? Oh, exit. I see. I got it. I'm catching what you're dropping here. There's a closet. 7 flannel shirts, accompanied with matching blue jeans, are hanging neatly in the closet. Alright then. A cheap folding chair, such as you would find at swap meets, bingo parlors, and other religious gatherings. Alright then. Paper doll by the Mills brothers sits on the turntable. Wow, this is old school. A recently watered plastic plant. That kind of defeats the whole purpose, but okay. A handful of faded hardbacks litter the lower shelf. A recently watered plastic plant. The mattress is speckled with odd stains. Ew. Basketball. The official Dust Bowl basketball autographed by GPF. And that's it. Oh, clarinet. Obviously some fat high school girl left it here. Excellent. A photo of a beautiful girl, blonde, about 17 years old. Nice. An empty trash can so clean you could eat from it. I don't think I would. You peer through a thin layer of dust at your reflection. A hastily glued P-51 Mustang in exact 1/36 scale. 1/36 scale, I should say. A sexy pinup. Exactly. One of your typical wall clocks. A 1/48 scale P-47 Thunderbolt with a broken propeller. Anything else in this room? I don't see anything else, so let's leave the room, I guess. There's a kid here named Hank, and a television. Let's take a look at the TV. An old-fashioned console television. Okay, easy enough. A pendulum-driven cuckoo clock with the cuckoo oddly absent. But it can still do its noise, apparently. Fine bone china gleams from the mahogany shelves. Very nice. A box full of newspapers. Can I grab one? Oh, good. I'm gonna take a newspaper. Because why not? A stunning depiction of the Earth made of papier mache, sorry. A box of crayons and a Range Rider coloring book. This is
What?
Who are you?
Leave me alone, Steve, or I'll tell Mom on you.
What?
Mom's in the kitchen, and if you bug me, I'll call her.
Look, do you know me?
Wish I didn't, 'cause then you wouldn't be my brother, and I'd have your room, and all the presents at Christmas. Though I will soon enough anyway, 'cause you're a lousy rat.
You're my brother?
No duh.
Listen, I don't mean to, bug you, but I can't seem to remember anything. Will you please just tell me who you are?
Mom, Steve is bugging me.
Steve, leave Hank alone right now.
No, I don't know where I am. Steve.
Steve, are you talking to me?
Yeah, only I don't want to be, 'cause I'm trying to watch my cowboy show.
Sweet.
I'm sorry. Look,
Not that I like cowboy
I'm
shows.
telling you, I need your help. I've lost my memory.
Have not. Cut it out.
I'm telling you the truth.
You always were a kidder, Steve. Leave me alone. I'm sick.
You don't look sick, you little shit. Sorry. What's
Have
the
you
cowboy
noticed that
show?
Your show is in black and white?
What else? Color? On a TV?
Well, I think I've seen a colored television before.
Have not. Quit it or I'm gonna tell.
Hey, look at that. Your mother lets you watch this stuff?
What stuff?
Sure. This is part of history. What made America great. And
What's it
besides,
say?
blood and guts are needed.
Or what's it show? You're right, that is really neat.
I'm glad you're catching on, Steve. You're not too bad for a lousy rat.
I want to watch. Show me the cowboy show.
Have you noticed that your show is...
Oh, I already did
What?
that.
Well,
What
Okie dokie. You're right, that's neat, blah, blah, blah. Sick.
What's wrong with you?
I got a headache and a stomachache.
Then why aren't you in bed?
'Cause I wanna watch my cowboy show.
You look all right to me.
I'm not faking. I couldn't go to school because I'm sick. Daddy's sick in bed too. And Mom believes me anyway. So shut up.
Wow, that kid is hardcore. Daddy.
Your dad is asleep?
He and Mom went at it last night pretty hard. He stayed in bed. I saw what she did to him. It was pretty bad.
What did she do?
she...
Like you don't know. I saw you and her on the couch last Wednesday night. Guess that's why she's grounded now, huh? Too bad you wouldn't pay me and I had to tell, huh?
What are you talking about? What girl?
What? Is there another one too? Wait till I tell.
I'm so confused, but okay, girl.
I don't know what girl you're talking about.
All summer it's been Stephanie this and Stephanie that. And now you don't remember? You think I'm dumb or something?
I think you're a
No,
psychopath.
I just can't remember anything, like I said.
Well, you better remember quick, 'cause the wedding's in 2 weeks.
What?
What?
Leave me alone so I can watch TV.
TV.
That's a weird-looking television. Come to think of it, this whole place looks totally retro.
What do you mean retro? All TVs look alike.
Sure, basically. But this is one old-fashioned clunker.
Old-fashioned? It's brand new.
Yeah, but look at the tube.
Oh,
Where's the remote control?
that is
What's
racist.
that?
Now that I think about it, I can't remember.
And what was that you said about retro rockets?
No, retro. It means... Oh man, I know what I mean. That everything here is wrong. But I can't picture the difference.
Okay.
Then shut up and quit bugging me. I'm watching my cowboy show.
Okay, bye, kid.
Good. Finally.
That kid is crazy. So we can exit out there or out there. There's also the kitchen and a master bedroom. The master bedroom is firmly locked. Okay. Guess we're not going there. Let's examine the kitchen window. A pass-through for the kitchen. Let's go into the kitchen. All right,
Well,
Mom.
Hello there. How about some cookies? There's plenty of rejects in the trash.
She's creepy
Who are
looking.
you?
That's a fine way to talk to your mother.
Yes, Steve.
You're my mother?
That's right. Though sometimes I get treated like the hired help around here.
I don't remember you.
Of course you don't. Until you need your socks washed.
No, you don't understand. I can't remember where I am or even who I am.
Land's sake, stop your joshing, won't you? Honestly, Steve, I thought you'd grow up a little after graduation. I only hope that new job will plant your feet on the ground.
Have a job?
So that's my name. Steve.
Your name will be M.U.D. Mud if you don't stop teasing me, young man.
Listen, this may sound strange,
Mud?
but I've lost my memory. Do you believe me?
Well, you always were a kidder, Steve.
I'm serious.
Sure, and next you'll be telling me you don't remember Hank and your little sister.
I have a sister? Huh. Alright, let's go with graduation.
When did I graduate?
4 months ago, as if you could forget that.
What college?
College? A high school diploma is all you need to get a job. And besides, you can't marry Stephanie if you're going to waste your time going to college.
That's
18 years
really
old
bad.
and you're just now getting your first job. It's a disgrace, but better late than never. I guess we can thank Stephanie for that.
What is going on? Stephanie.
And just who is Stephanie?
Don't you dare toy with that sweet girl. If you start in on her with all this amnesia poop, she'll think her fiancé is having second thoughts about the wedding.
Wedding.
Look, all this talk about weddings is nuts. I'm not marrying anybody till I figure out what's going on here.
First the heartbreak of psoriasis, and now this. 2 weeks before the wedding and you're backing out. Whatever will the neighbors think?
I can't marry someone I don't even know.
Fine, have it your way, but leave me out of it. If you're going to break Stephanie's heart, you march right next door and do it yourself. And don't expect me to write you a note.
I don't expect you to write me a note at all. My dude's like 18, sort of. Let's go with fiance.
Fiancé? This is insane.
Oh, you're not having second thoughts about marrying Stephanie. Is that what this silliness is all about? Pre-wedding jitters?
Can something like that produce amnesia?
Stop this foolishness right now and count your blessings. Stephanie is great at cooking and cleaning.
The important things in life, I guess. Alright, cooking and cleaning.
What's cooking and cleaning got to do with anything?
That's what I was
The
thinking.
boys are so dense. What else is there for a wife but cooking and cleaning? You may not appreciate a hot meal on a clean plate when it's there, but if it wasn't, we'd hear about it soon enough, I'll bet.
That
You're
is
saying that's
sexist.
all there is to marriage? Cooking and cleaning?
Well, you'll have to ask your father about that, but I'm sure Stephanie will do her duty when the time comes.
Oh yeah, she will. Let's go with duty.
Bless your innocence, but there are certain disgusting truths that go along with marriage. Facts that can't be disguised by sheets which wrap around the contours of flexing go-go's and bouncing legs. You can't know what I'm talking about, and that's best.
I know what she's talking
When the
about.
time comes to make a baby with Stephanie, you'll have to make your peace with the fact that when a farmer plants his seed, he can't help but get some nasty dirt on his hoe.
What? Okay. Let's go with father.
My father.
He's in the other room. He decided to sleep in today. Now please, let me get back to my cookies.
Cookies.
The bake sale was on Friday, and yet you're baking the cookies now.
Never put off till tomorrow what you can do today.
But they'll be stale by then.
That's why I'm throwing them away,
And then cooking more?
to replace the ones I throw out.
Why?
Well, I have to. No one's going to pay to eat stale cookies out of the garbage can.
But you expect me to.
Of course not, Steve. I wouldn't charge you. I'm your mother. Help yourself.
This is insane. Alright,
What
charity bake
charity
sale.
is this bake sale supposed to benefit?
It'll help provide a fund for bums and hobos who wander into harvest and have no family ties.
Kind of a specific target group, isn't it?
You have to pay attention to detail when dealing with such people.
I don't know what you mean.
You will. The whole thing has been organized by the lodge.
Tell me more about this bake sale. Why is it so important?
As I told you, many unfortunates who come to harvest end up needing financial help.
Why is that the town's problem?
It's not a problem, so long as those folks are taken care of. It's the will of the lodge.
Okay, what about the lodge? Also, her logic is baffling about the cookies.
What lodge?
The Hall of the Order of the Harvest Moon, Steve. It's just the finest place in Harvest, and the most exclusive.
What's so great about it?
Hard to say, since hardly anyone gets inside. But it wouldn't be so exclusive if it wasn't just wonderful. Just like the new Reynolds dishwasher with their patented auto-dry process, TM. I've never used one, but I know I want it. Instead of sulking around the house all day, why not walk over to the lodge and apply for membership?
Why? Why not? I'll go look into it.
That's wonderful, Steve. If you got into the lodge, you'd be the talk of Harvest.
Cool beans. Harvest.
Harvest is a town unlike any you've ever known.
In what way?
I don't have time to go into it now. Why not take a walk around town and pester someone else? I'm busy.
Okay. Bye.
Don't forget to put the papers out for Jimmy. You know how he gets.
I don't know how he gets. I'm gonna save. Just because I want a save point. We'll save there. And call it Eltimar. Alright, so there's some cookies. These cookies are hot out of the oven. Can I have one? Nope. Examine the baby crib. A newborn is sleeping soundly. Alright. Cabinet. The cabinet that smells of dirty diapers. Ew. And, examine the oven. Cookies are baking in the oven, of course. A fireman's extinguisher. Can I take it? Nope. I want to know about the baby. Let's see if we can talk to her
I
about
told
that.
you I'm busy, Steve.
Oh.
Why don't you talk to Hank, or go next door and visit Stephanie, or go get an early start on your new job?
I don't want to. Yeah, what is my job?
That's right, a job. Your father has everything set up at the meat plant. After your honeymoon with Stephanie, you'll start out as a butcher in the slaughterhouse just like anybody else. Don't expect any favors just because you're the boss's son.
That's fine. I'm good with that. Slaughterhouse.
Work at a slaughterhouse? My memory may be shaky, but I do know I don't want to spend my life as a butcher.
You'll get used to it, Steve. Sooner or later, you'll have to.
That
Says
sounds like
who?
a threat.
That does sound like a threat.
Just a fact. Harvest is a small town. And if you want to be with Stephanie, you'll have to get your hands dirty. Jobs are scarce, so it's either work for your father or join the lodge if you can.
Alright, goodbye. We already talked to her about the other
papers out for
things.
Jim.
Yes, yes, Jimmy, I know, I got it. An expertly embroidered old-fashioned wall plaque that says... I can't read it. The resolution's too bad. Also, you might notice that there's like a black bar that'll appear in the bottom of the screen every once in a while. It's because during cutscene videos, the game switches resolution. So it's kind of, yeah, weird. I don't know. It's an old game, so. We got papers. Let's go outside. Alright, I'm going to talk to Jimmy, but I'm going to stay first. Because we finished talking to our mom. Alright, Jimmy. Hey, what's that? A Dayglow Lima space disc stuck on the roof. Well, I want it back.
Hey,
Sorry.
Steve, I'm Jimmy James. Remember me?
No, I don't.
I guess not.
Hey, how come you haven't been putting the paper out for me in the morning?
I've got better things to do,
Well,
kid.
I don't, you selfish punk. How'd you expect a working Joe to make an honest living? You don't put the paper out, I'm out of a job.
So what? You don't get paid for picking up papers anyway.
The Sentinel building burnt down. What the heck else am I supposed to do? Listen, start putting that paper out and everything will be Jake, okay? That's all I want. That and a pair of sneakers. Walking this route every day has worn holes in mine. Say, you got any spare sneakers?
No, I don't. Sorry, kid.
Oh, gee whiz. Look, if you find any, I'd be willing to trade you for them. Something really neato. Think about it.
Neato?
See you later, alligator.
So can I just leave then? Alright, kid. I don't care what you have to do. Now, how do I move around? Oops. Hi, there's an air conditioner. Okay, let's get back out of here again. How do I... Oh, I see. Oh, there's 4 quadrants to the town. So that's our house. There's a general store, a post office, a barber shop, a missile base, seriously? A meat plant, a Guyan Memorial School, TV station, someone's diner, a police station, fire station, newspaper building, the Wayward Hotel, a cemetery right outside the hotel, that's not grim, Shady Oaks Mortuary, Johnson Residence, and an abandoned house. So we're gonna go to, the Potsdam Residence. I'm guessing that's our neighbor. Let's go there first. The garage needs a new paint job. Yeah, it does. Looks like it's about to fall apart. Anyways, we're going inside. Who are you? Examine the plant. A giant mutant asparagus, inexplicably robust given the fact that it's encased in red concrete. Perhaps the healthful electromagnetic fields of harvest. That is kind of weird. Alright, Mr. Potsdam.
There he is, my future son-in-law. And how's he doing today? What brings him to the Potsdam household? Huh? Huh?
I don't know. I've lost my memory.
What a card.
Would I kid about something like that? Why won't you believe me?
Well, you always were a kidder, Steve.
That seems to be getting said a
You
lot.
telephoned us about your latest shenanigans. Isn't that right, Mrs. Potsdam?
Sure did, Mr. Potsdam. You little rascal.
Imagination's a swell thing to have, in small amounts. Man needs to keep his feet on the ground, especially if he's getting married. Tell me, is your father feeling better? Is he going back to the slaughterhouse anytime soon?
I have no idea. Amnesia.
This is sick. I'm supposed to marry this Stephanie and I don't even know who she is.
Now look, Steve, a joke is all well and good, but don't
Whoa.
go scaring me like that.
Dude, it's crazy
I'm not
looking.
joking.
Now look, a commitment is a commitment. You're going to marry my daughter. We'll be one happy family, and your dad's going to give me all the meat I want, right? Right?
I don't know. What's this? Let's go with meat.
Meat is the foundation of any decent society. Everyone needs at least 3 servings of red meat a day. And anyone who says otherwise is a commie. And
What?
once you're married to Stephanie, I'll be part of the family too. And your father will give me all the meat I want. Kinda makes up for not getting into the lodge.
Okay. Stephanie. Why is Stephanie grounded?
Well, don't look at me. Mrs. Potsdam wants Stephanie to study hard for her finals. If it was up to me, you could go straight upstairs, but you know, the little woman, you'll have to ask her permission to see Stephanie. Sorry, Steve. The last thing I want to do is upset you and your father before the wedding. Not with the meat at stake.
Dude loves his meat.
You will remind your dad about the meat, won't you?
Sure, man. I'll tell him about the meat.
Tell
Marriage.
me about this wedding.
Well, it looks like we're going to have to hold the wedding down at the funeral parlor, since I'm not a member of the lodge.
Good God, man.
Mr. Moynihan has given his okay, and your father is going to cater the affair, with plenty of meat.
Dude is obsessed with meat. Lodge.
Why are you so anxious to get into the lodge?
There's wonders inside. I've heard there's more meat in there than they know what to do. Now that you're of age, Steve, you might go down to the post office and fill out a lodge application. They're always looking for new blood.
Okay, maybe I will. I don't know yet. Stephanie. I really need to see Stephanie.
Mrs. Potsdam grounded Stephanie. So, you'd better go ask her permission before you go upstairs.
Okay, I'll do that
Sorry,
then.
Steve.
Yes, we know about your meat cravings. Let's talk about my
I
father.
haven't seen my father. He's locked in a room.
He's not going to die, is he?
Like I said, I don't know. That woman, Mom, tends to him herself.
Okay.
Well, next time you see him, be sure to tell him that I said hello. And tell him that I'm praying for his speedy recovery. And also, would you remind him about the meat? Especially about the meat.
Yeah,
Got it.
fine. If I see him.
You should be more concerned. If he dies, then who's going to take over the slaughterhouse? Who's going to tend to the meat? I guess as his son, you'd take over. Right?
I have no idea. Slaughterhouse.
I can't imagine a better job than working in a slaughterhouse.
I don't want to work in a filthy
Bite
slaughterhouse.
your tongue with that serpent's tooth. Your dad's slaughterhouse is the most successful business in Harvest. You'll love it there.
I will?
Oh, sure. Cutting animals open may not be much fun. Reaching into their bodies and yanking out the bloody guts, intestines dangling and slapping against you, the smell of death and shit in your nostrils all the time. Well, those are all definite cons. But once you're done, the guts have been washed
Wow, that was
into
a
the gutters.
terrible sound.
What are you left with? Meat. Rows and rows of scrumptious red
Ow.
meat.
That just destroyed my ears through my headphones. So apparently there are a few. This is an old game, so there might be some things that go wrong here. Okay, we're going to leave that dude alone now because he's crazy. Let's go talk to Mrs. Potsdam.
Hello, Steve. Have you flossed today?
She looks exactly like my mom. Not my real life mom, but like my in-game mom. You look just like my mom, except for the hair.
Honestly, you men can insult a woman without even knowing you've done it. What a horrible thing to say.
Screw you
Both
too.
standing around baking cookies. Same cut of dress. Same pearls. So bizarre.
It is
There's
bizarre.
nothing bizarre about baking cookies. The Harvest Charity Bake Sale is Friday, you know, and by gosh, Mrs. Marvin Potsdam Jr. can be counted on to do her share.
Okie dokie. Pearls.
Just because I'm doing housework doesn't mean I have to be a drudge. It's a wife's duty to look good for her husband at all times. What's wrong with wearing pearls, for heaven's sake?
I have no idea.
But you look like June Cleaver. Some kind of sitcom mom.
Sitcom?
Geez, you know, a situation comedy. The weird part is, I can't remember how I know that.
Because you
I'm
probably
much
watched
too
them.
busy with housework to watch TV. Maybe Mr. Potsdam would know about sitcoms. Stephanie doesn't watch TV, though. She's grounded.
Yes, she is. Mr. Potsdam.
You mustn't be too hard on Mr. Potsdam, Steve. He's a disappointed man. No matter how many lodge admission forms he fills out, they keep turning him down. He has a new application in, though, so keep your fingers crossed. If he joins the lodge,
You and Stephanie can have your wedding in the Chapel of Love rather than over at Moynihan's place.
Well, that'd be kind of nice, I guess. Who's Mr. Moynihan?
Mr. Moynihan runs the Wayward Hotel and the Shady Oaks Funeral Parlor. It's rumored he has connections with the lodge, but the order keeps that kind of thing secret. So Mr. Poston has tried to get him to put in a good word for his lodge application, but so far...
Lodge.
What can you tell me about the lodge?
Just that they're exclusive and secretive. If you're curious, you want to pick up a lodge application at the post office and take it over to the sergeant-at-arms. Isn't that a thought? Forget Mr. Potsdam. If you became a member of the order, we could hold the wedding inside the lodge. My, wouldn't that be lovely?
Sure, I guess. Wedding.
Tell me about this wedding.
Well, it's set for 3 weeks. We're holding it over at Shady Oaks, Mr. Moynihan's funeral parlor.
Say what?
Now, I know it's not a very romantic place, but there's nowhere else to hold it, thanks to Mr. Potsdam. You mustn't be...
Oh, okay, we already did that. I need
Give my
permission,
regard.
though. Let's go talk to her
Hello,
again.
dear. Come to see Stephanie, have you?
Yes. Yes, please.
She's upstairs. Go right on up. Just remember, she's grounded until the wedding.
Okay, then. Goodbye.
Give my regards to your parents.
I will. Perhaps. What's in here? The icebox is locked. The entire kitchen has a minty fresh look and smell. The entire kitchen has a minty fresh look and scent. The table also looks like minty and fresh. Okay, let's get out of here somehow. How do I leave? There we go. We're actually at half an hour, so I'm going to stop here. So far this game hasn't creeped me out too much. I mean, it's got some weird ambient noises and it's just kind of bizarre so far, but apparently this game is supposed to be really messed up, so I'll keep going on it. Like always, if you have any suggestions or comments, please leave them below. Otherwise, I'll see you guys next time.